last 4 or 5, you've been red hot the first TV timeout or so.
Just try to come out aggressive and just look for shots for me and my teammates. And we have confidence in everybody here, so we're just able to pass the ball and have confidence in each other making shots. So that's the biggest thing.
How frustrated are like Tyler and Keldon that you're the best three-point shooter on the team now?
I don't think they're frustrated, but I let them know about it every day in practice. So yeah, I do let them know about that.
Did you ever think you made 5 threes all last year? You made 5 in the game today. Did you think last year that you would ever have a game you made 5 threes?
Last year I really wasn't shooting threes, honestly. So I mean, not really. I mean, last year I was just trying to bully people and just get easy layups. So this year I feel like my game is a lot more expanded.
Well, with Reed out, I was thinking you might be doing more bullying tonight rather than shooting threes. How did that play out that way?
They were kind of denying me in the post. They wouldn't really let me catch the ball. So, I mean, I guess I just was just hitting shots today, and I just kept shooting them. So they were going in, and fortunately we won again tonight.
How about Keldon with 17 rebounds? What in the world got into him?
I don't know, but he told on himself. We expect it now every day. So every day in practice, you got to rebound like that, and then in the games, just you got to bring the same energy you brought today.
Does it realize you're starting to kind of sound like Coach Cal because he said the same thing about Keldon?
Yeah, he said that after the game, so we all kind of laughed because we knew he was going to say that. So, yeah.
Was this one of those things where you kind of decided amongst yourselves to replace Reed? It was going to be a group thing as opposed to any one guy?
Yeah, we were talking about that all week. We knew it was going to be hard to replace him, so we all had to step up and provide something. And I feel like Nick and EJ did a great job today, and Keldon did a wonderful job rebounding the ball. So, I mean, we all did a great job collectively.
6 blocks and 3 steals between the two of those guys, Nick and EJ. If you get that out of them, is that a perfect number? I mean, is that what you need?
Yeah, I mean, that's changing the game. I mean, altering shots. I mean, they can jump and rebound as well. They can move and run the floor, catch lobs and stuff like that. So I mean, they're very good and they're very quick on their feet. So I mean, just have guys like that is a game changer for us.
To show yourselves that you can do something like this, blow out a pretty good SEC team without Reed, what does it tell you about what you can be when this whole group gets back together for the postseason?
I feel like we can be special. We just got to play together. I mean, that's the biggest thing for us. Sometimes when we don't play together, teams get to start to beat up on us a little bit. And then once we get back to doing what we do, it's not a lot of teams in the country that could beat us.
What did you guys do defensively to them? You guys shut them down. Like the 5th time this year you guys have held a team to a season low. What did you guys do to them defensively?
We just tried to force them to take tough twos. We knew they were a really good three-point shooting team. I think they hit 17 threes the other day or something like that. So we just didn't want them to come in here and hit 17. So we just tried to keep our hands up and just force them to take the drive and get to the basket.
Bruce Pearl said you're a Player of the Year guy. What's your reaction when you hear that?
Just to keep doing what I'm doing, staying in the gym and keep working with Coach Kenny Payne and just keep building my confidence and just trying to get better every day.
Coach said too that yesterday that you would be begging for Reed to come back because of having to take on more of a roughhouse stuff. What do you think of having to take on the roughhouse stuff?
I think we need him back. I think he's doing good. Everything is doing good for him. So I'm just happy that we got the win today, and we're hoping they're going to back soon.
And it was also brought up that this was another reason to think that you made a wise choice in coming back after entering the draft. How you're nodding?
Yeah, I feel like it was the best choice for me. I said that from day one, so I stand by it now, and I just try to make the most of it every day. Try to get better at something every day. If it's not basketball, schoolwork, something like that. So I just I change my mindset and change everything.
PJ, for different reasons, there have been different guys that have come through here that are sort of hallmark players in the program that are become sales pitches or examples Cal uses. Shea was one last year, and Anthony Davis and guys like that. Do you hope? It seems like you're starting to be a guy that Cal is talking to other high school players about. Maybe his own guys on his own roster about. This is what you can benefit from coming back for a second season. Do you hope that you're one of those guys that, in retrospect, is talked about and used as an example, is held up as this is what somebody could be at Kentucky?
I mean, yeah, that's great, especially seeing all the guys that came through this program and how they're doing it at the next level. So, I mean, just to be one of the guys is special, and I feel like I put in a lot of work and I've earned it. So, I mean, there's a lot of guys that come here that can earn the stuff too. So I mean, they just got to put the work in and just keep doing what they're doing and just stay focused.
Coach also said that sometimes ego plays a part in a player's decision. That maybe other teammates are going into the draft, ego is going to come into play. What about your ego?
No, I tried to do the best thing for me, and that was coming back. I wasn't thinking about nobody else during that process but me. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't think about anybody else in that process like that. So, you got to focus on what you got going and do the best for you and your family.
And how would you compare the PJ of this season with the PJ of last season?
Totally different from the mindset, and I just feel like I'm a lot more aggressive this year. I'm making things happen instead of sitting back, and I expected to come back and just do that. I mean, I'm just happy to be here and just happy to have teammates like this.
PJ, at halftime, what did Coach Cal tell you about those 3-pointers that you made in the first half? Because when he was in the press conference, he was saying that that's not who we are. We don't shoot that many threes.
He didn't say anything about it. He just said we just got to keep playing defense and just get to the rack more and finish through contact.
Cal joked about taking all the credit for your improvement this year.